Yay, okay, got my microphone back. If you're getting onto this stream, I'm sorry if it's a little confusing at the moment. I'm actually working on getting this rebuilt, because OBS decided not to keep my settings again. That's why I've asked them several times, can you have, before you update the software, have it export your settings, and that way they're backed up, and then when you reboot your software, if there's a problem with your settings, you can do a recovery. And I think it should back up your settings every time you start the application. That would make this like nearly impossible to kill. So right now I'm rebuilding the streaming because the bummer thing is that it crashed. Not a big deal, like I said. Copy the code, add new. Um, Not window capture. Browser, there it is. Chat. And the code is this. The width is 800 by 1200. Tall. Okay, that should have worked. Hey! Now I have the chat embedded. Alrighty. And then get back the slideshow. Portfolio slides, select that folder. And then we shrink that down, and that goes right here. Alrighty. It's not loaded anything though. Oh. The restream. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. Cool. So now I have my portfolio. Like that. I gotta update the branding because I'm no longer the blue splat, the blue bread splat. I've changed to my logo is now looking like an Adobe logo. Like. It's not a Adobe logo. Because I want to be more recognized that I am an Adobe guru. So let me copy this. Well, let me switch to actually studio mode. Duplicate the blank. Screen 1. Because the main thing that changes here is the removal of that. Okay, cool, it worked without it breaking it. The portfolio will come down here. Add new image, lower third. Browse for image. Back out to video projects. Ah, well that's a bummer. Alrighty. Well, lower third. I'm actually going to do upper. And filters. Add new. Opacity. Huh. That's not the right one. Huh, I wonder if this is what killed it. I'm not able to do transparency on my image. Alright, well, add display capture screen. Oh, and yay, that just worked. I didn't have to battle with that. Alrighty. Chat is on the main window. So you can see the live chat coming in. Actually, I don't want the live chat on the main window. I want it off to the side. I'm going to change this up. There we go. Just turn that off for right now. Alrighty, and then we need to adjust the microphone gain. But let me go ahead and just start now with what's going on. And I'm going to switch off studio mode so that way I can modify the screen easier. Alrighty, so on Reddit or on Facebook, I don't remember now. It's been a correspondent from somebody in another country. I'm not sure where he was at. But let me open this up. Copy image. Google. Okay. So he's having trouble colorizing this artwork. I can already tell you it's mainly because the layers are an absolute mess. Let me go ahead and sort my palettes here a little bit better. I don't need all of them hidden over, and my layers needs to be bigger, and then my appearance needs to be out. Layers bigger. Thank you. Alright. So he wants it to look like this, but in gold. So the first thing that I'm actually seeing that needs to be done is this mic needs better adjustments. It looks like he tried fixing it by adding a stroke, but the whole thing's a mess. So I'm going to be ungrouping this thing, and I can already see that there's like extra, and that this is an image, not a vector. We're going to go ahead and reformat this artboard so it fits more of the frame better, and so that way I'm not getting the edge of the frame. Also, I'm going to put this to the corner so that way my auto alignments aren't going to mess me up. Let's scale this up a little bit. Control K, make sure all the effects are not going to scale. So that way when I scale something, my effect that I put on it stays small. So this already is good. I'm just going to go in here to the layers, and I can see that there's an extra fill behind it, so we're going to get rid of that. I can tell you the reason why this already has a weird artwork effect to it. It's because this was designed in another program. and then converted over to, most likely it was converted to PDF, maybe from Illustrator, maybe from Photoshop, but there is a mess of layers here. So I'm going to come through here and I'm going to break this back up as it should be, and it looks like this is in here twice too. They're all clipping masks, so I have a feeling what it was is designed in Inkscape and then converted to PDF and then converted back into Illustrator. So I can come in here and just clean up these layers. That's the first part that I'm doing. And I can see that the mic is in here twice. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that all the way up so to make sure that they're not grouping. Get everything out of groups. Okay, so now I have individual art layers. I'm going to go ahead and make a new layer here. And that is going to be the image that I'm referencing to. I'm locking that so that way I'm not accidentally getting any markers from it. Okay, then I'm going to create another layer here that's going to be my background. That should be my knockout plate. So whatever color I'm going to, that is going to be my color for knockout. So I'm going to label that one X and then just 01 for the color, and I'm just going to do pure black. That way whatever that color is what it should be knocked out to. Now I could tell you there's no transparency in there, and I'm going to check this right now. The mic is actually inverted from what it actually originally was. Not a problem. I can adjust that. Because it looks like it actually just needs a background layer beneath itself. It's actually 2 mics, and I only need 1. I'm going to remove appearance, go to fill, and I'm going to set the fill. Okay, I have to set a color first. Okay, that's why. So this will be X2, which will be white. Now, I work like this, black and white first, to make sure that I have everything knocked out properly. Because eventually it's going to be all transparent like this with a gold sheen. So the whole thing should look metallic when it's done. And that gets applied to the very top finished item. So I'm going to make sure I don't move that because that is in the same exact position. I don't have to worry about that. It looks like everything else is correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into these, reset them, and I can already tell you media needs to be reset. And I think there's 2 of these, and that's why I got that. Okay, perfect. Lock that background so I don't grab it. Looks like I have everything. Go ahead and make this the forward color. And now the only issue I'm having is the mic. So he had created this file. I'm going to go ahead and resave it. It's just in my downloads. Let's put this to desktop, new folder. And this is one thing I hate about Adobe. Please make Illustrator multi-core so that this problem doesn't happen. I don't know why this happens. I don't care what the folder name is. All I want to do is, so this would be 210203, and then it's 7, so 7, no, 1956.1, because it's version 1, and I'm going to add a B to the end of it for my name. The other thing I'm going to do is make sure I go into, I hate that, just save already. Go into here and description T media. It's a T dot. That's what I meant to put. I'm going to put that same thing down in here and save and close that. The other thing I'm going to do is, it's not really a copyright. I'll just put my name here. I'll put Blue Bread. Because even though this is free, I like to tag the files that I've worked on. So that way, if ever in the future, like somebody goes, "Oh, you didn't work on that." Oh, look at this. When was the last time somebody worked on this? Oh, look at that. Back in 2017, and oh, look at that. The metadata was mine and has not been modified. Just one of those things. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this item. Then I'm going to apply in here a stroke underneath the fill of the knockout. I just want to see, and that was supposed to be underneath for some odd reason. That did not apply it in the appearance palette underneath, but that's okay. I don't know what was going on there. And I got some spurs, so I'm just going to go round to make that easier. And in fact, it's only about right there. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the fill. Turn that black. Go here. Go Pathfinder. Add. And then duplicate that. Double click on the bottom one and it should be divide. No, maybe I had those reversed. No. Merge. One of these has to be on top of each other, and what that will do is it will create a solid everywhere in the middle. That's okay. I don't need it because also this one should be the other mic. Come on. Yes. Okay. So in here, I'm going to go into my Pathfinder window. Pathfinder. I'm going to divide it, unite it, divide it again, unite it again. Oh, it's because it wasn't black. There we go. Group these two together, and now the mic is going to knock out wherever it goes on top of, and it wouldn't have that effect. So that's there. Nothing I did is damaging. And that's in front. So Control C, Control F. It's a square, so I'm just going to go ahead and go up just to above the line there. Go over and select, make clipping mask, and there it is. So now this is undamaged artwork. So I'm going to label that one original, and now I'm going to flatten it. So then this will be the flat version. Object, flatten transparency, 100%, outlines, go, bad parameter, which means one of these objects are bad. So Pathfinder, boom. And I need this open constantly, so I'm just going to go ahead and reset all these paths. And this one, I'm going to select this object, flatten transparency, get that one first. Then I'm going to divide it. Divide it up. It's going to be a bazillion pieces. Select the top piece. Oh, first also isolate. So that only working with the mic piece. Select the top piece. Select same fill color. Alright, merge that back together. Go into this part for the black. Select same fill color. Unite that, and I should not have any of the transparencies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that transparency, and I don't see any effect. So I'm okay with that transparency being deleted, but now I have my black and my white. I'm going to exit out. Now, because everything is good and everything should be perfect for how everything is, and that it's still not damaged completely. I could still change and manipulate. Um, but that's supposed to be a transparent color, and this is where I asked Adobe. This is the exact reason why I want a transparent color. So if I apply a color that's transparent, if that's over any other color in that layer, so I have this layer right here. If that color is transparent and it's at the top here, it will knock down all the way down. Or I can select multiple items, right? And in here, affected by transparent color, another little tool right here could be checked on or off. So that way, if I apply a transparent color here, and then on 2 layers down I have another transparent color, it's only going to affect the layers below it that the transparent color is over. And all that does is essentially does like what a mask would do, but in an artifact, an object that won't be affected by it. So that would be a cool little feature, but that's not a big deal. I have my workaround, and it just means that my artwork becomes flat, and that's where I've always disagreed and said that it shouldn't happen that way. I don't know why that doesn't want to snap. I think it's just, yeah, it's just a render glitch because I zoom in and out and it changes. So I'm going to call it a render glitch. Okay, so back to this. I'm going to take this and divide it up. So I'm going to go in my Pathfinder, divide it up again. Nope. Object. Huh. Whatever. I don't know why I divided it up. It didn't crop it. It left the bottom element here, which is not a problem. So I'm just going to go up and do that. And I'm going to come in here and delete the transparency. And in this effect again, select same fill color, unite it, and select same fill color, unite it, and I have actually a lot more transparency effects. And how I select those is I deselect the 2 items I have, and I see in the appearance palette they're nothing. Just delete them. They're artifacts that glitched out, and I don't need them. Okay, so now we're at another stage. Now to, if I put this over the background where there's actually nothing there, you're going to see that it still has the black. So now what I'm going to do is, it looks like it only affects the film strip, so I'm going to select those 2 pieces. Actually, it doesn't matter. Object, oh, sorry, Pathfinder, divide it. And then I'm going to come in here and do the same thing. Now, because there's nothing else left in the document, select same fill color, unite it. And I didn't put the film strips or anything yet, so select same fill color, unite it. Now it's the black piece. These are the film strip and everything, so select same fill color and unite it. And I have a whole bunch of junk, but there's within the window, so I'm just going to manually select it and delete them from the layers palette. Now I can delete the black because that's done. Now if I were to take all of this item and bring it over here, it's 100% transparent now. And that's what we wanted. So we're replicating what's in this window here. I don't know what exactly happened, but the artwork was lost. Now we need to replicate the gold and get it looking as good as this gold in the background. Now Illustrator does have pre-done ones, so I'm going to try to see what some of those gradients look like. So if I go to swatches, load library, there should be some gradients, and then metallic metals. It's a pretty dark gold. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select that first one, gradient, pull it from the top. Ooh, that was weird. Hit it from the top to the bottom and see what that looks like. I don't like it. It doesn't have enough drops in it. So I'm just going to cheat here because I can tell you that it's close. One, it's the opposite direction, so that's easy. Flip it. Oh, why didn't it flip? Because the object got deselected. Also, these gradients, I want that applied to the main object group, and that's where selecting in the layers is very important. I'm going to deselect everything, clear. Didn't deselect everything. So deselect one more, clear. Okay. Gradient, it's too big. Bring it back to where it's the right thing. Okay. Then we go into this gradient and flip it. That looks better. This top part is that one there. So that one needs to be a darker color. So I'm going to bring out my color. And we're going to go HSB and darken it. Okay. And that stayed about right. But this just needs to come down and another color go here. And that just needs to be darker. So that's more gold. And then it looks like that's going to be about there. And then it goes more orange right here. Why don't you let me add a pin? Okay, do it here. Nope, it won't let me add. Oh, there it goes. And then that went more orange, so brighter in a color, more orangey. Ooh, I got it. Ooh. Actually, bring that just outside, that up. I think that's that. And then it stayed that orange all the way to here, but for some reason that little piece is not seeming to be affected. Not sure why. There might be an object, yep, with an appearance on it. Not a problem. Kill it. Now we're good. I think that's it. So now in the appearance palette it has that layer, which is actually affecting the entire content, and I can put it above content to make sure that any of the content does not have anything. And I am good. Everything is cleared out. So I'm going to put that back away, put that back away, and that back away. Okay. I like it. Now, if I put it over the top of it, oops, let's copy it and put it over the top and see how it looks where the white one is. Because I'm assuming that they had just a like PNG inside there. They didn't have the original as a vector, and this is where vector objects come in hand now. It doesn't quite look right in the orange part of the color, so I'm going to come in here onto just this one, go into the gradient. There we go. It's this color here, so I'm going to pull out my color palette. I hate that it does that. And a little bit less orange. Oop. But it's a little bit more browny in color. I think that would be better. Let me step it back. Yeah. Now my top has too much brown, so I'm going to come in here, and this one, I'm going to cut the brown. I think that's all that I need to do. Maybe the brown just a tad bit lighter. Yeah. Alright, I think that would look better. Now, I changed the color. And this is one thing where that scaling part came in. I'm going to snap the anchor to here, scale to that anchor, grab that anchor, and drop it there. Now this one is the correct one. I can minimize that and just delete the old. And the old from here. And now we are good. And I think that's it. I don't think I need to do any more. That was all that was being done to this project. And I think we're good from here. Yeah, I have no idea where they are. Interesting little thing. It's a microphone, so I'm guessing it's singing movies. Yeah. So I don't know how this object gets applied, but I left the gradient and everything untouched. So I can just save and close because that's embedded also. And didn't realize I left that open. So desktop. And I left it as untitled. Just see folders. There it is. Alrighty. So that's it. Everybody stay creative. Remember to like and subscribe, comment if you have questions. If you want to see a project done of your own, don't hesitate to contact me. I try to reply within the day or two. But with work lately, everything has been getting congested. But also, if you're interested, message me directly. I can get you a coupon code to get one free download off of clipartgenius.com. But only while I have a certain amount of people contacting me. I'm not going to give an exact number or anything. But if I say sorry, no, it's because I've already given out too many coupons. But I don't have very many people asking me, so most likely you will always get one coupon for free. So, or one piece of clip art for free from my website, or a value of a gift certificate. Alright? You guys have a great night. Stay creative.